Everyone, and welcome back. So I've noticed more of these seem to be turning up online, and people class them as a clone or copy of a mini Z. So I don't reckon they actually are. I reckon they actually are made by KYOSHO but then sold off to a third party or something. Basically, I picked one up anyway just to do a review, and we should find out what it's like. You can see obviously the box is a lot more basic than your genuine KYOSHO Mini Z. Absolutely nothing else about what it is. Made in China, that's what it says on the top. By Red Spider. I've never heard of this RC brand before. But let's open it up and actually see what you do get. Because what I've seen so far online, they just look almost identical to the KYOSHO Mini Z, apart from the licensing of KYOSHO and of Jeep. Alright, so that's what we get. Here you get the car, of course, remote. You don't get any instructions or the little accessory pieces, option pieces for the pinion gears. Okay, even the packaging is the same as the KYOSHO. It's pretty much identical. Same in the remote box. Nothing else in there. Look at this. This is pretty close to the actual genuine KYOSHO one. I actually don't think actually a clone. I reckon maybe they're made by KYOSHO, then they're sold off to a third party. Maybe these are all boxed up in pieces and put together by somebody else, because the fit and finish is a little bit different, I've noticed. Okay, so everything's identical. Of course, 4 AAA batteries going there, and here's the KYOSHO one. So, they're basically identical. The only difference is obviously the licensing. I would not be surprised if these are made in the same factory. The printing's the same, except the stickers. That's the only thing that's on there that's different. The plastic is a little bit darker on this. And you got the red part around there. Someone's got the screw. He's got Allen key bolt. Alright, let's get this out. So the same thing underneath, exactly, with the screws. And anything that normally is a copy or a clone, there is still small differences in the way it's made, but from what I've seen so far, these are identical. But I could be wrong, but I mean, this was a fraction of the cost. This is less than half the cost of a genuine KYOSHO Mini Z. Of course, no licensing in this by Jeep, of course by KYOSHO. It's exactly the same underneath. Get these screws out. The package is done the same way underneath. Get that out of here. Tyres are the same. Their body looks quite nice actually. Colour green. Rubicon Jeep. The paint finish is not as good as what KYOSHO would do. That light there, see? That's loose. around the edges here, see the paint. Roof, see the roof and a few marks. That's from the packaging corners here, so the quality's not as up to where the fit and finish as KYOSHO would have, but still for the price, less than half. So, pop the body off the same way. I'm just scared about breaking these on the side. I basically got this one to do the review, see what it's like compared to the other one. Look at that. See, we've got the tab there that says Mini Z on it. So I do have the other one here. The wheelbase of course is longer, but that doesn't matter, you can change that. Mini Z. The way the wiring is finished is a little bit different, but everything else is basically the same. So if this was a clone or a copy, there'd be still differences, but this has got to be made in the same factory. It's probably put together by a third party, because the finish of this one is a little bit messy. So this axle is actually pushed over more this way. So don't have the sticker up there. The antenna's a little bit different, but everything else is basically identical. So have a look at this axle anyway. It's pushed over a bit, so if it was KYOSHO, that wouldn't happen full stop. But that's something I'm going to fix anyway. But for the price, less than half, really can't complain. For I've seen, everything else is identical. Of course, the only noticeable difference is that wiring, the way the wiring is finished off. But they could just do their own wiring. Everything else, I think it's made by KYOSHO. Like I said, I only got this one to do the review, actually compare it. Basically, I'll put it through its test until it breaks. And then we do a video on that, what broke. There's the two there anyway. So, would I recommend buying this one as the first Mini Z, especially somebody getting into the hobby? Or, somebody that hasn't tried a Mini Z before? My honest opinion, no, don't buy this one. If you want a proper Mini Z experience, then go with a genuine one, because something that's half the price, something probably don't go wrong with it. Especially someone that's getting to the hobby the first time, would basically discourage them from buying any other vehicles if they buy this one first and something goes wrong. So buy the genuine one. You get the cost of manual, you get the option pinion gears and stuff. With this one you don't get any of that stuff. For somebody that's getting into the hobby, wants to know how it comes apart, if they need to fix something, there's no support with this on how to do that. Of course, with the KYOSHO one, all the online support, you got the manual. I mean, of course you can look online for this, but I would recommend getting a genuine one, especially if somebody's starting out. But if you're looking for a vehicle to customise and whatnot, do what you want with it, take it apart and chop and change it, you don't want to fork out the money for a genuine to do that, then yeah, go with this one. I only got this one basically to do a review to see what it's like, and from looks it looked the same basically. The body, let's go back to the body. So currently don't have another Jeep body. Got the 4Runner. It's a bit hard to compare it to the 4Runner. obviously the finish on the Forerunner is a lot good, a lot better. But it's really hard to compare these two because they're different vehicles, so I won't worry about that as much for now. And it's okay. Like I said, there's a few marks here and there. The finish is not as clean with the painting. Any rubber mirrors, antenna. Underneath is the same as tabs. And so the finish is not as good. But you know, for the price, less than half. So, straight up to you guys, you know, buy a genuine one or the one that's, you know, basically unbranded. Like I said, I reckon they came out of the same factory, but maybe these are sold off in pieces and put together by a third party. Because I can't find anything else that's different. I don't think it stands out as the wiring's different, and the labelling for the electronics. Everything else is basically the same. Just the finish on this is a bit more sloppy. Alright guys, well, that's it for this video. I will do another one with running it. With the same with the other one. Put them together, see what that's like, if there's any difference with electronics. I'm assuming it'd be the same, but we'll find out. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.